Welcome to Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle, LaPorte County's original social media. Sound Off is a public interest forum that encourages your voice to be heard on the topics and issues impacting our local communities. We invite you to be part of the conversation by calling or texting 219-362-0522. You may also email your questions to soundoff@967theeagle.com. This is a topic-based program, and we ask that you keep your comments brief, concise, and related to the topic being discussed. The views expressed on Sound Off are those of the host or callers and do not represent the opinion of 96.7 The Eagle, Spoon River Media, LLC, or the sponsors. The on-air line is now open for your calls or texts at 219-362-0522. And now, Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle.
Hey, welcome to Sound Off, everyone. I'm Dennis Siddell, in for the vacationing, shirtless Stan Maddox. Yes, if you happen to check social media, don't, okay? We'll leave it at that. But we'll be here until 1 o'clock. We are going to take your calls and text messages on the Sowers GMC on-air line at 219-362-0522. We've got a full studio here today, and a lot of you, speaking of social media, have been asking and, wondering about the 4th of July parade, which is coming up this Friday here in downtown LaPorte. Bob Tashler, Dawn Ziegler, and Joy Ziegler are our guests. Well, okay, Bob and Joy. Dawn is not. Thanks a lot, number 8. So that's your dad, of course, Just saying, Joy.
Wow, he really got bumped.
Yeah, I'm being nice to him until I hear music. If that thing plays music, I'll bump him even more. I want to see that one or hear that one. Okay? All right, but seriously, we're here. We're talking 4th of July parade. Welcome, everybody, to the program. Bob, go ahead and grab the mic since Dawn decided she didn't want to be here with us. So I see how I'm being stood up already.
Right. That's how you rate.
I know. Oh, I know how I rate with that family. Yeah. Let me tell you.
I'm here.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Half of it showed up. Right?
That's right. Yeah. Very true.
You're good.
Well, 4th of July parade, obviously. Let's start with the obvious, okay? Ordinance. When can people set up and, as I say, mark their spots?
24 hours in advance. Yeah. So Thursday, July 3rd needs to be
Eat that, would you? Thank you.
10 a.m.
Okay.
Yes, that's when you can. That's when you can go out and put your chair out there, Dennis.
I won't. I have people do that for me, Joy.
Wow, you have your people.
I do. I have people.
Nice.
How about you?
Yes. Yeah, I have people too. Yeah, I don't think my chair will be a Lincoln Way though.
Okay.
But no, 24 hours in advance is the ordinance that everyone asks that you can put all of your things out.
All right, very cool.
Yes.
And, of course, we asked that, and I know you and I have talked about this over the years. The one thing, even the day before, okay, pick up your trash, pick up anything left over, and then, of course, the day of the 4th, pick up your garbage, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We have the trash boxes.
Yep, we have trash boxes. We have extra. They ran an extra run this year and gave them to us for free. So those will be spread throughout the parade route. So please use them. That's what they're there for. We don't want to have to go along and pick up trash afterwards and take care of everybody's business. So use that and help us out.
All right, parade. Let's talk first as far as the day of the parade. What time will the streets be closed here in LaPorte? 8
a.m.
Okay.
So
And then the
run for Riley starts at approximately 8:15. So the roads will be closed at 8. They'll run down one time to make sure that we have nobody in the road, and then they will start the race, and the race will be done by 9 a.m.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you were going to say something, Bob. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I was going to say plan accordingly because you're not going to be able to get through town going via Lincoln Way or crossing it from north to south. So please know that. Please know if the barricades are up. They are, in fact, there for you. Don't get out and move them.
Yeah, right.
People do.
Yes, they do.
In fact, some of the staging area will be closed off even earlier.
Correct. Right.
Oh, that's right, down by Scott Street and all that.
Scott to Philadelphia will be closed off much earlier. So that we can get everybody staged in there and get everybody lined up for the parade. So that will be an issue coming across. So please don't cut through Al's parking lot and think that you're going to be able to get down Lincoln Way.
Exactly.
I've seen people cut through AutoZone and all that in the years past, too. So that's a good point. So once everything's blocked off and what have you, is there a certain thing, I guess, right off the bat, the people that are going to be part of the parade, the floats and everything, is there a certain time that they should be ready to go and set up, or does it matter what time they show up as long as it's, half hour before the parade starts?
So we ask that all of the entries that are going to be participating are in line by 9 a.m. With that said, if you have a float and then you have a bunch of walkers, your walkers don't have to be there at 9 and stand around, but the unit itself needs to be in place. So we're accounting for everyone and make sure that we can get you in the right spot for the lineup. And then all your people can come in a little bit later. 9:30, I would say at the latest, you want everyone to be there by 9:45. But again, remember, you're not going to be able to go through downtown. So you're going to have to come in from the east side and use your side streets to come around. And we put that in the information that goes out and the confirmations and all that too. Or if you have any questions needing to get around town, if you're not from here, please give us a call and reach out and we will get you there.
How many entries this year?
We are at 104.
104.
That's a great number.
You guys are always at 100 or above.
We are.
I mean, seriously.
Sometimes it's too many.
This
year's a great number.
Last year was 110, 111, something like that, I thought you had.
Like 114-ish, but you're close.
Okay.
Yeah, around there.
I thought
but
we were up higher than last year.
Like
okay.
104, between 100 and 110, it puts you at about an hour and a half. And I think that's a good time. It keeps everyone's attention. Mm-hmm. And then with the heat we're having, who knows? I hope we can get it out before the scorching hot day. I haven't looked at the weather. I don't look at the weather for this week.
91.
That's a good thing. I'll just keep
letting
texting
you know.
all
I
day
know
long.
you will.
I'll do that. All right, so let's get to the obvious question. The biggest question, one of the biggest questions, how many bands are going to perform this year?
You are so pushing this off. I love it.
We actually have 3 lined up right now.
4.
4.
Four.
Oh, it is 4.
Yep.
That's right. We did have a 4th.
Okay.
So we have our local marching bands, LaPorte High School, Michigan City, and New Prairie. And then we have a 4th one, and you're going to make me think.
It's actually a new participant in our parade.
That's cool.
It's the Edison Junior High School Eagle Squadron Marching Band. So we're excited to have them. So
awesome.
a new one coming in. Yep. So I think it's their first time they've been here.
Yes,
so we're
correct.
happy to have them.
Speaking of new floats or new entries, what is new this year that you can, tease us about? What's coming up?
We did do a float workshop this year to entice more floats to get into the parade. So I can tell you that much, and I can tell you that it did work. So you'll see some more floats this year than you've seen in the past. And it actually worked out really well because we had some groups of students who were building some floats and bought on to that as well. So they actually took ownership in that. We had to get them a sponsor to sign up under, but they did take ownership of that, and they are building their own float as a group of young adults.
Okay. Chris Allgaier just texted me and would like to know, who's this year's Grand Marshal? That was the big question he had.
This year's Grand Marshal is Charles Martin. He is a Master Sergeant from the Army, and since it's the 250th anniversary of the Army, he is going to lead us off. He'll be second or third, Joy, is that right?
He's number 3.
He's number 3.
He's number
okay.
3 in the
Yep.
lineup.
He's higher
So he's
than your
number
dad.
3. So, yeah.
As you should be.
That's right.
He's a very nice guy. Served 2 tours in Korea. Came home with a child from Korea and adopted her. That is his daughter. He is driving in a Willys Jeep that he owns, and he is 91 years old.
Awesome.
And is really an interesting guy. Gets around really well. Retired from Howmet, so very ingrained in the community.
Yeah, and is still doing stuff and still active. And
That's great.
And
That
the
is.
community, and serving his community. So what better way to honor him? And it so ties in with what we're all about.
Yeah, no kidding. What is this year's theme? I'll really put
Community spirit in full bloom.
Okay.
You didn't think I knew it, did you?
Nope, I didn't. I was looking at Bob, figuring he'd come up with it before you. To be honest, there, but okay.
Yep. And the Kiwanis float was done over the weekend, so it is going to
Awesome.
be interesting. You'll see it. It's going to be nice. It's going to tie into that all the way through. So,
One of the other questions I want to ask here, and by the way, if you've got a question, you can call or text us here on Sound Off on the Sowers GMC line, 219-362-0522. What about Kiwanis? I mean, are you guys still looking for volunteers? Do you need help still? going into the 4th on Friday?
I think we're sitting pretty good right now with our membership. However, we're always looking for people to step up and volunteer. It takes a village. I've said that forever. It's not just the two of us sitting here right now doing this. It's not just the Kiwanis group. There's a lot of outside people that play a part in making this happen. And that also goes to all the spectators out there, the entries, sponsors, of course, who help fund this. So absolutely, if you're looking to help and get involved, reach out. I encourage anybody to reach out to get involved any way they can, whether it be Kiwanis or through another way. But everybody needs to play their part to keep events like this going.
Very true, because hadn't Kiwanis stepped up, there wouldn't be a parade after the JCs folded.
Correct.
I mean,
Correct.
Also, kudos to you guys at Kiwanis.
It is a heavy lift, and we do encourage, and we recruited very heavily this year, and we actually ended up being about 25% up in enrollment in the Kiwanis Club this year. We'd like to continue that every year to grow it bigger and bigger. As this thing evolves and the community is more engaged and more involved, because that's what makes it go around. I mean, we have a lot of sponsors that help participate in this to create it and keep it full.
How did Tigger do? Jenny Alexander, I call her Tigger because she's always bouncing around, and I know she's always recruiting.
Yeah, she's in charge of all of that. So onboarding to recruiting.
That's a great name for her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kiwanis Radio Days. That's when I came up.
Oh
I said,
gosh.
she's like Tigger to me.
Yeah.
She's always bouncing around.
That is
I mean,
great.
Jenny. Yeah, so when you see her next time,
I will.
just
That's perfect.
let her know.
She has so much high energy.
She does. There's no doubt about that. All right, we need to take a break. Don't forget, if you've got a question that you'd like to ask our guest here, Bob or Joy, because certain people didn't show up here, Dawn, go ahead and give us a call or a text on the Sowers GMC on-air line, 219-362-0522. And we'll be back right after this on Sound Off.
Hey, this is Lisa Stofan. Heard the Mark Patrick weight loss hypnosis hype? Well, I attended because my father stopped smoking with hypnosis. Hypnosis eliminated my desire for soda and fast food, made me want to exercise, and I lost 60 pounds in 6 months. My energy level exploded. I went to another session to deal with some other problem foods, and I lost another 10 pounds. In fact, I brought my husband. He lost weight. More important, cholesterol and blood pressure improved. My friend went, and she lost 20 pounds in the first 2 months. So does Mark Patrick hypnosis work? Oh yeah, it works. Nothing has changed my life more. Well, except maybe my husband. He's so proud of me. Makes me cry.
What an incredible story. So what are you waiting for? Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking. Guaranteed. Early bird special, only $49.99. That's right, weight loss seminar, Wednesday, July 30th at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in LaPorte at 5:30 p.m. Registration 5 p.m. Stop smoking seminar 8. Registration at 7:30 p.m. Sign up now at markpatrickseminars.com.
Warning, warning, warning. Danny's Fireworks across from LaPorte Hospital. Please, 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 don't wait to get your fireworks now. The time is right now. No lines, awesome deals, great selection, best customer service. Come see us at Danny's Fireworks, located across from LaPorte Hospital. The leader in family fun for over 22 years. American owned and operated. Come see us at Danny's Fireworks, located across from LaPorte Hospital. LaPorte proud.
It's getting pretty expensive to go anywhere and do pretty much anything. So, what if we can help with that? Winning Wednesdays are back, and we got loads of free tickets for you on the Eagle. How about some passes for the whole family to amusement parks and water parks, local events, and tickets to some of the biggest concerts in the region, including shows at Tinley Park in Chicago. We've even got tickets for shows that haven't even been announced yet. So listen up every Wednesday to the Morning Mayhem with Dennis Adele for Winning Wednesday. Free tickets for you and even the whole family on 96.7 The Eagle. Sponsored by LaPorte Community Federal Credit Union.
This look at the forecast at 96.7 Eagle brought to you by Harmon Expert Auto Service. Looking for reliable and professional auto repair services? Visit HarmonExpertAuto.com, stop by 308 Washington Street, or call 325-0444 to schedule your appointment today.
Michiana weather.
Chance of thunderstorms this afternoon. Otherwise, cloudy skies expected. High temperatures reach up to 85. From the Weather Center at HometownNewsNow.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Tremblay. Currently, it's 86 degrees.
We're waiting to hear from you. Dial or text 362-0522 and let us know what you think. That's 362-0522. Back to Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle.
Hey, welcome back to Sound Off. I'm Dennis Siddell, in for the vacationing Stan Maddox, and we've got both Bob and Joy from the Kiwanis Club and the 4th of July parade here, talking about this year's parade, which is coming up, obviously, this Friday at 10 a.m., and, of course, the streets along Lincoln Way will be blocked off starting at 8 a.m., so make your plans for that. And as we've already discussed, if you want to mark your spot to where you'd like to sit during the parade, make sure you do that no sooner than 10 a.m. this coming Thursday. Okay? It's the ordinance here in town, 24 hours prior to the start of the parade. How excited are both of you, and I guess anybody else that's part of the parade, that you're so close? Or are you really nervous? Because I would think, during the break, somebody asked, when do you guys start planning for the parade? Let's start there first. And then tell me, do you see relief? Do you see the light at the end of the tunnel coming for you?
You're constantly planning. So we already have things
in the works. Yes, I am. All these questions.
I know. You did. Nice job.
Thanks.
We are constantly working and striving for better every year. But we already have things in the works for next year. So it's a constant year-round process to get everything done. To answer your question and go back to, are we excited for this? Absolutely. Are we nervous? Yes, because there's still some things that are out of our control. Weather being one that we never know what you're going to hit on. But it is also, for myself, a huge relief. The hard part is the lineup, getting everyone there, making sure everyone shows up and in spot. But the morning of, when the parade starts, it's a huge sigh of relief for myself.
I'm
for
sure.
myself, because it's going. And now to the point, it's a matter of getting everybody in a straight line, and there you go. You're good. But yeah, and of course,
and you hope that nobody's dragging, like the mayor, okay? Gaps.
I like that you use him as an example.
Yes,
Thank you for that. Yes, causing gaps in the parade. We want to keep everything moving at a nice pace so there's no gaps, so people don't get bored. Mayor Dermody, make sure you keep up with your car if you're going to be walking.
It's not going to happen. I called him out on that Friday.
I know.
Well, Bob, what about you? How do you feel? I mean, I've known Joy for years, and I know even with the JCs how it went for them, and it always seemed like there was a sigh of relief for those people long enough that after the parade got through, go grab lunch, and they were out to the fairgrounds for fireworks, and then the stress would start again.
Yes.
But for you coming through this, how do you feel?
So interesting. I'm the newest member in the Kiwanis parade. I kind of got into this in March, which was kind of late, and kind of helped Trudy run with it and getting my feet wet in it. So next year I'll be taking over the lead of that. And that's kind of a different scenario for me because I'm just now getting used to it. It's been a heavy lift, as I would say, as I see it. And it does take an army to pull this off. And Joy and Dawn are phenomenal. And they've helped. This end part is really the push to get us to the goal line. Because that's the hard part.
Right.
Once that's over, I think we can all have a sense of relief, but we will start planning immediately after that. And then in December, we have to start getting things lined up and in place at the latest to actually pull this all together.
Mayor said on Friday that we are going to be the capital of Indiana for a day. Is that true?
Yeah, we have once again been proclaimed capital for the day. An honor that we have had for, honestly, I've gone back in our history, and I was going to say I've seen it on everything that I have too, from all the history. So that's huge. I mean, that's a huge tradition we want to continue to go through, and that we keep striving to make sure that we can continue to get that year after year.
Going back to the marshals real quick, you've got two more marshals also in the parade, right?
Correct, we do. Dr. D. McDonald, he is the president of Bethel College. He is actually from this area, and he will be as our parade marshal. And then Maggie Sparts, who is the retired president and founder of the Unity Foundation. She will be our third. Two great people, really deserve the honoring to be part of the parade.
I know in years past, part of that, but when do you start, or do you continue to take nominations. When people say, "Hey, have you ever thought about meatball across from us as a parade marshal?" I mean, do you guys take that still?
Correct. Yes, we do. We do get people. We actually have some already for next year that have been kind of thrown at us. Hey, when's this person going to be the marshal? When's this person? So we do take all of that into consideration and what people want in the parade as well. It's not just us. It's not just our voice.
And as I was going to say, if people have suggestions of other things, you're willing to take that. How did they get that to you then, besides going to a parade member, Bob? I mean, can they?
Well, you can get it to any of the Kiwanis members, or you can actually send it to us at our LaPorte 4th of July website for Kiwanis.
Okay. Very good. Other things that's going on with the 4th window decorating contest taking place. Tell us about that.
Correct. We have, as of today, 10 entries in the window decorating contest. Out over 50 signs that say support LaPorte Kiwanis 4th of July parade. So those are all also up by businesses who did not want to decorate, but most people have put up that sign without any hesitation. And we've received over 136 votes, 1 vote per email. Okay. But if you have 10 emails, then you get 10 votes.
That's right. Exactly.
I can't stop that, but that's the reality of it.
Very cool.
And you can vote through midnight on July 4th.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Correct.
Yeah. All right.
Through midnight on July 4th.
Very cool. What's the Shop the Route, Lincoln Way to Jay? What's this all about?
Okay, so this is something new we tried this year. We partnered with the Michigan City Visitor Bureau and the LaPorte Small Business Coalition. There are 27 small businesses that participated this year and bought a spot for advertisement. We're asking that, and in fact, it's going to be the back page of the flyer that is passed out this year. So the whole back page is the Shop the Route. And we're asking to help people support local small businesses to drive business to them. If you watch their Facebook pages, a lot of them will be popping up here in the next day or so with what they're going to offer as specials for what duration if you bring in the back page of the flyer.
Another thing I want to ask, and it just dawned on me, is there any coverage from TV, from the cable, like Alco or anything? Do we know if that's happening this year?
We do know.
Yes, they will be out there. It will not be live streamed because he does go back and edit it and make sure it's all clear to be able to show, but it will be available, I believe, the following day.
Okay,
yep,
so
they will be out there.
So like this person, if they're, wondering if they could, where was it here? Will there be prizes for the best pit bull or coolest snake around their neck for this person that you happen to know? I mean, so they could edit that out too?
Yes, they can edit that,
okay.
And I'll be sure to get her a prize for that.
For the question by itself? Okay.
Right.
Let's see here. Let's go through some of these questions. Flyover. I'll be honest, you guys, I'm waiting till the end. I'm not going to, spoil it. Wait till the end of the show because, as most of you know, whenever I see Dawn or Joy, that's the first words out of my mouth. I try to beat Stan to it, okay? Give you an idea. Let's see here. What about cleaning up after yourself is work some people don't like to do. Tough to combat that, but you mentioned it earlier with the garbage cans.
Yep.
So, which will be up and down the street. When will those be placed out? The morning of or the day before?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, it'll be the morning of. There was kind of talk the day before, but it's going to be the morning of, real early. So by the time people are starting to arrive, actually by the time the run for Riley's going, it'll probably already be up.
Okay.
Yeah, they're usually out doing that about 6 a.m. So they'll go up and down the street and put those out. So there's no excuse. No excuse to not clean up after yourself.
I think it's gotten better over the past few years, Joy.
It has. And then we have to do our part by putting the trash in the boxes, and then Waste Management comes through and picks up all those trash boxes for us. So please, just everybody do your part, and then we don't have to worry about it.
All right. Real quick, Meatball, before we go, somebody also asked about when you guys start planning for the parade. When is roof set? September the 5th. And are you going to have the football ticket raffle? We haven't discussed that yet. We haven't heard from our contacts, so not sure. But just like these guys, we're already preparing for roof set, so we got to keep working on that. All right, we do need to take a break. When we come back, we may be talking flyover. Stick around here on Sound Off.
Accessible healthcare shouldn't be difficult. That's why at North Shore Health Centers, they offer all of their services under one roof, including family practice, pediatrics, and mental health. The LaPorte Clinic is conveniently located at Legacy Plaza off Monroe Street. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are available, or schedule an appointment by visiting northshorehealth.org or by calling 219-763-8112. North Shore Health Centers, providing quality health care to everyone, every time.
If you're not already banking at Grand Heritage Federal Credit Union, you may be wondering what the differences are between Grand Heritage and others, like banks. Stop by today and let them show you how to put more money in your pocket by banking with Grand Heritage, a credit union. Like free checking, Christmas clubs, auto loans, Visa credit cards, children's accounts with no fees and no minimum balances. You'll also enjoy the easy-to-use mobile app and online banking at Grand Heritage. When you're out of town, you'll be able to bank at one of over 5,000 shared branches across the United States. Oh, and when you call Grand Heritage, you'll get a real person on the line, not some automated attendant. And you can take comfort in knowing that all decisions are made locally. It's simply better banking with Grand Heritage, here locally since 1955 at 201 Kumler Drive, LaPorte. Your money is federally insured by NCUA at Grand Heritage Federal Credit Union.
96.7 The Eagle. Hey, it's Dennis and Dell. Don't forget to tune in for the Tuesday edition of the Morning Mayhem, my friends. That's because LaPorte Mayor Tom Dermody will be my guest as always. He'll be here at 6:30. Of course, Liam Hobbs in for the vacationing Stan Mannix. We'll have a look at your update news. And as always, Wade Mahar's got your forecast. Tuesday edition of the Morning Mayhem. Join us, won't you? We'll get things started at 5 a.m. right here on 96.7 The Eagle.
Thank you for tuning in to Sound Off. You can now text or email your questions directly to the studio. Call or text 362-0522 or email your questions to soundoff@967theeagle.com. This is Sound Off.
Welcome back, everyone. We are here talking about the 4th of July parade, which obviously is coming up this Friday. And again, a listener wants to know what time the parade is supposed to start.
10 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Streets will be blocked when?
8 a.m. And the run starts at 8:30 a.m.
Is there any other thing going on besides the run? And I mean, seriously now, when I say it, because I know you and I are going, what's he going after on this one? But is there anything else? I mean, if somebody raffles or anything like that going on that'll be taking place?
No, not from our side. No, not from the Kiwanis side point. So just the run. Again, streets being blocked at 8 a.m. Run starts at 8:30. Entries need to have yours placed in line by 9-ish, and then the parade will start at 10 a.m.
How long have you been doing this, Joy?
Oh. I think I have been involved in the parade for over 20 years.
I believe
and
it.
I'm only 25, so that's...
Say what, woman? Wow.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
What'd you have to drink for lunch today?
Not enough.
Okay, there you go. All right. What else are we missing about the parade? Because I know everybody. Let me give you some. Well, once talk flyover, we're going to do
we'll
that.
do that in a minute. Yeah. And
but
I'll
what
hit
else?
on that. But the only thing that I would like to say too is for the spectators that are out there, please understand why we ask everyone to stay on the sidewalks. You have to stay off the street for many reasons, but the biggest one is safety. We have some units in the parade that are big, the motorized ones. There's horses. There's some things that you can't control, and heaven forbid someone would get hurt. There would never be a parade again because we wouldn't be able to do that with the liability. So when we ask you to get off of the road and to get back on the sidewalk, there's a reason for it. It's not just because we're bored and we're trying to figure out something to do. Please obey that and stay off there and keep your kids back. I know they want to get the candy, and that's why we ask the entries that are passing out stuff to walk along the curbs to do that, because we don't want the kids running out in the street. Yep. We've had a lot of close calls that people don't know about. Kids running out and someone may not see them in front of a vehicle, or they get in between a horse unit. That could be horrible, and we don't want that to happen. So please, 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 we have these rules for a reason. Please obey them.
Okay. Bob, anything else to add with that? I mean,
I think that Joy hit it. I mean, it is a liability issue for us all. And please be, our road rangers that are coming up and down in the golf carts from Kiwanis are just trying to do their job. They're just trying to keep everybody safe. So if everybody just talks nice and everybody plays nice, the whole thing will go off really nice. I understand there's many different emotions going on in the day.
Oh, sure. Especially
and
when
the temperature.
Right,
I
can say temperature.
I was just going to say with the temperature. So plan according to that, too.
Right.
Stay hydrated.
Bring
be
plenty
conscious
of refreshments.
Yes, exactly.
Because the parade's a good 2 hours. I mean, let's be honest.
By the time you go up and you're sitting, you get your spot. Absolutely.
It'd be longer than 2 hours. You're right, Joy. Yeah, I forgot going in and sitting in the spot.
The people at J Street all the way down to Andrew, I mean, those people probably don't even see the first participant in the parade until 10:30.
Exactly.
Yeah,
at least. Yep. Yeah, it is. We're the largest parade in the state of Indiana, and that's not just the size of our crowd and our entries. It's also the length. That's it's over a 2 mile route. So it's a long parade. It's long for the participants that are in it too. So absolutely. Which again, why we're proclaimed capital for the day.
That's right.
And we're telling the participants, plan on the weather accordingly. So make sure you have plenty of liquids to keep your team hydrated. And if you got walkers, 2 miles can be a stretch in the heat. So be careful, pay attention to your people, and make everybody safe and have a happy 4th.
If you have a question for our guest today, talking about the 4th of July, and I know the biggest, most of the text message has been about the flyover. We are going to touch on that here in a couple of minutes. But if you've got another question about the parade, go ahead and text us or call us, 219-362-0522. One of the things that we were talking about is how the Kiwanis Club is out there, and you mentioned, Bob, on the golf carts or whatever. How do they recognize the Kiwanis Club? Because the JC's always had those, I call them the official referee shirts or whatever.
And they were, yeah.
Yeah. What about Kiwanis members?
So Kiwanis will be in a royal blue T-shirt. It'll have Kiwanis logo on the back of it, and they'll all be in the same exact shirt. So if they're not in that, then they're not part of the Kiwanis, and Joy's probably not going to be happy that they're going to be in a golf cart coming down. We're going to address that real quick. So,
yes.
But they are dressed in a royal blue T-shirt with Kiwanis, with the Kiwanis logo on it. Very friendly approach, all of us. We're open to, passing out information, giving you information. We're always looking for people to join our organization and help out. So it's a great organization. It's a great, community, helping build the community bigger. LaPorte has a fabulous community, and every time that we can ingrain deeper into that community, the further it grows. So.
One of the things I would think, because I'm talking with the Kiwanians in the past and other organizations, including our roof set, you need younger people because you want to keep this going. If you don't have the younger people and those that don't want to volunteer, no matter what the age, it's going to come to a halt. And that's why, as large as this thing is, and it's huge, and it takes everybody, a village, again, how can they sign up? Or if they want more information about being part of Kiwanis and the 4th of July?
So we do have a website for Kiwanis, and we do have a website for the 4th of July parade by itself. So it's LaPorte 4th of July parade.org.
Okay.
And they can ask any questions there. That website's running most of the year, and we go from there. However, the Kiwanis Club does have its own Facebook page, its own social media page that we do keep up on. So we're always looking for that. If not, ask a Kiwanian if you know a Kiwanian, or ask somebody who does know a Kiwanian. I'm sure somebody knows a Kiwanian within LaPorte.
Sure.
As the population is starting to grow. But certainly we can get anybody engaged. And if not, we just encourage you to come to a meeting. Our meetings are on the 2nd and the 4th of every month on Wednesday at noon at the Civic. If you'd like to join us, come to a meeting.
Fantastic.
See what we're all about.
Okay.
I'm not asking you to join that day, but just come see what we're all about.
Right, yeah. Ask questions, as you said, yeah. How many fire trucks will there be? That's always my favorite thing to see. Love hearing the sirens and horns going off.
11. There's 11 fire trucks.
11 fire trucks. How many police?
We have all of them represented. So state, county, city, they'll all be there.
Okay.
As usual, all of our first responders in the front, following our military that leads our parade.
Somebody, is there a certain they shoot for the parade? A certain amount of floats, I'm assuming that's what they're wanting? Is there, a certain number? You guys...
for the floats and stuff, obviously we would love everybody to build a float, but we get it. Sometimes you can't do that feasibly. Unit-wise, if you're looking at, that's probably what you were asking in that question, I think. I like to hit around between 100 and 110 units because, again, I think that makes the timing for the parade the best. It doesn't go too long. And, again, we get it. We're in July. It's warm out there, so we try to get it in a reasonable amount of time to keep everyone's attention span. And that also goes into our thought process on the lineup. Everyone, I get it. You always want to be number one. Not everyone can be the first one in the parade. There is a rhyme or reason to the lineup and how we do that. We do try to alternate to make sure that if you were in the back one year, we try to get you closer. But there's also some things that we come up with for lineup reasons and staging area. We can't put some things up front just because of where we have logistically to line up. So some things have to be towards the back. And we want to spread things out so the entire parade is entertaining for everyone. So again, there is a rhyme or reason to how that is done. Not saying that it's always the best. We're obviously open to suggestions on that. But think about that when you're looking at stuff going down the road. And no matter what takes place, what happens, and I know we're going to hit on the fly over here, but remember that all of this is put on by volunteers.
That's true. That's true.
All of these people that are out here doing this are volunteering their time. So please remember that with something that you don't like or whatever, you have an opinion. We are obviously open to hearing everything. But just be considerate of that. Because until you're out volunteering, you don't get it.
True statement, yes.
Yeah.
All right, last question. This is it. Thank you.
Drum roll.
Wow.
Will there be a flyover? Who wants to answer this one?
Where's Dawn?
Yeah, right?
Where's Dawn? Dawn was supposed to answer that. I had it all.
Let's give her cell number out.
Right.
Now, we have not received confirmation of any military support or flyover. I do know that there's some things going around on social media. That is not the case. It has not been confirmed. All of the paperwork has been filed. That's all been approved, but we have not yet been picked up by any branch. And it is a process. And I know, Dennis, we talk about this every year because this is the big thing. It is a process to do this. All the paperwork that has to get approved and filed ahead of time, which has all been done. But no, as of right now, we have not received the confirmation. But if we do between now and the 4th, we will definitely let you know so you can get that out to everybody.
And keep in mind, gang, we've said this over and over for many years in a row. It could be the day of, and
Absolutely.
that has happened
And
before.
That happened.
Yes, it happens
has.
that they don't know when it comes. That's going to do it on Sound Off. We're out of time. Thank you both for coming in today.
Thank
you.
Dawn, thanks for showing up. Appreciate you being here. And that's going to do it. We'll see everybody on the 4th of July. It starts at 10 a.m. down Lincoln Way. I hope you have a good time. By the way, no Sound Off this Friday. I mean, everybody's at the parade. Nobody's going to be listening to us for Sound Off. So,
yes, correct.
Yeah, so no Sound Off on Friday. Hey, have a great day. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us and voicing your opinion on this edition of Sound Off. The views expressed on Sound Off are those of the host or callers and do not represent the opinion of 96.7 The Eagle, Spoon River Media, LLC, or the sponsors. Sound Off airs live every Monday and Friday, immediately following Update 12 News, and is available online after the show is over under the podcast menu at hometownnewsnow.com. Mark your calendar and join us again for the next edition of Sound Off, right here on 96.7 The Eagle.